Okay, so hi, my name is Melanie. I'll be talking about tattoos and how it relates to and how it's seen in the Chicano and Latino community. Um, so many people with tattoos are seen in our society as rebellious, intimidating, and foolish, especially because many people who are Latino or Hispanic are gang affiliated. Although this is partially true, don't let that stop you from looking at it in the positive aspects. Yes, there's judgment with all these different tattoos that we see, gang association and criminals, but that shouldn't stop you. My uncle, he was born and raised in East LA. He's a Chicano. He has tattoos, but he was never in gangs. He has a tattoo of him serving and working and serving in the Marines in his arm. He has also another tattoo of his daughter in his other arm, and he has a tattoo in his back of his last name. What we need to do is that we need to realize that tattoos have all different types of symbolism. They have been around for years, and they demonstrate and show different cultures, and it shows what is most important to them and what it represents to them. So how would you feel if your sister, brother, parent, or anybody you know can get hired or employed because they have a tattoo of someone important that they lost in their life? They can't, or they have a tattoo of someone that is important to them or it's associated to their culture, but yet they're judged because they don't understand what the meaning behind them. Tattoos have been around for so long that even though there's not a specific date, there has been evidence of it existing in many parts of the world. One of them is that he's known as the Iceman, but his name is Otzi. He was found in 1981, and he lived about 5,000 to 5,300 years ago. He had about 57 tattoos. This black area here is basically the lines he had. He had some in his legs. And basically he had them because it was known that he had arthritis, and it helped to ease the pain of the disease he had in his bones. In ancient Egypt, around 2000 BC, it was seen in the mummification that women, mostly women, had tattoos because it represented rejuvenation and fertility. The Aztecs, which were around 13th to 16th century, who lived in the Mexican territory, had tattoos because it actually was part of their religion and culture. They had tattoos of the gods they honored. They had tattoos of also ways to distinguish themselves between tribes, and also to see what kind of accomplishments they had done in their tribe, such as being a warrior, defending their own tribe. The Mayans as well, it was basically the same as the Aztec. It's just I basically put this one on because many people, they saw this looks kind of scary. It looks like a skull kind of thing. Like I said, tattoos are not meant. Yes, gang-related people do have tattoos, but it doesn't mean that only because you see that in them that it means that everyone is gang-related or is a criminal. This actually is a sun god and was actually honored by the Mayans. So the tattoos are used as a symbol. Tattoos are used to represent culture and to show off who you are and what you've lived through. And Kat Von D is actually a Mexican American. She has tattoos, and she basically has them to represent who she is and to show what she does for a living, which she's a tattoo artist. She says that I am a canvas of my own experiences. My story is etched in lines and shadings. What we should do is keep an open mind with no judgment. We should recognize that everyone's not all alike. You can't judge someone and stereotype them because not all cultures think that tattoos are type of taboo. You should, and because of that, you should not neglect them or alienate them. Next time you see someone who has a tattoo, try to look at what type of tattoo they have. Yeah, don't really stare at it too much, but try to see if it kind of relates to you. Like this one, for example, it's actually a cancer survivor tattoo. The second one, it's a brother soldier who died in the war. And this one's a swallow, which is a bird. And it's known to reveal long distance health and love and loyalty for family. My personal experience is that I one time saw someone who had a tattoo of a dandelion with petals falling off, and I told the girl that I liked it, and she told me that it had meaning that it was wishful thinking. I remarked that I had a tattoo, and mine was the same meaning, and we talked about it, and it was nice because the tattoos related to us deeply, and that's why it was important to us. Although it wasn't something cultural, it still is significant to us, and because it's a symbol to who we are as an identity. So, in Enzyme article, 57% of people without a tattoo feel that those with them are more rebellious and threatening. Hopefully that percentage will decrease because not all people who have tattoos are criminals or are gang related or are threatening at all to anybody. And that's what's actually seen throughout the Chicano Latino community because of gang affiliation, but that doesn't mean that all of us as Chicanos or Latinos or anybody in general who has tattoos are gang affiliated or criminals. We shouldn't be brought down. And in order to comprehend these basic symbols, we need to keep an open mind and realize that tattoos are a type of culture and identity and it should not be a stigma.